In this video, I want to go over some of the signs that you shouldn't date her. When I see the general content that's available, it's always talking about what guys should do to improve, but never women. Yes, of course, there's plenty of guys out there that are dropping the ball, but women are not above this. And in fact, sometimes it can be even worse. So that's why I want to go over some of the things that will guarantee that she won't be a good partner in the long term. First thing I want to get into is that she's self-destructive. Self-destruction can take on many different forms. Some clear-cut examples are smoking, drugs, drinking all the time, but there are some more low-key examples that people don't think about. Eating garbage food all the time, having a really poor sleep schedule, having very poor sexual habits. An example of that would be sleeping with a lot of different guys in a very short period of time. Another great example is self-starvation due to vanity. The main reason I want you guys to look at destructive behavior is because it can indicate self-resentment. Any form of self-resentment will eventually come back to you, her partner. Not only will you be expected to deal with the emotional burden of this, quite often you will be blamed for why this is occurring in the first place. Ultimately, guys, you have to understand, it is not your responsibility to heal them. In a minority of cases, these types of girls can improve themselves, but in the short term, it's unlikely that you'll be able to provide her the solution to change. Remember, a high amount of self-care is a feminine characteristic. Self-destructive and risky behavior is usually associated with the masculine. When it comes to having a good feminine partner long-term, self-preservation is key. Remember that mothers must be nurturing. In order to take really good care of somebody else, you need to know how to take care of yourself. It becomes increasingly difficult to take care of somebody else if your own health is deteriorating. The next thing you need to pay attention to is her desire to dominate. It's extremely common these days, guys, for girls to be trained to want to be independent. With the desire to be independent comes the need to be competitive. The problem is, inevitably, they bring that competition into the relationship. If you start to notice that she's competing with you because she thinks she deserves something, this is most definitely going to become a problem. Realistically speaking, especially in business, you're already competing with everybody out there. On a daily basis, you'll be swarmed with all kinds of offers and people that want to give you the least amount and get the most value from you. The last thing you need is someone who's chiseling away at you every single day at home. Even in the early phases of a relationship, this will become extremely taxing. If you start to notice this is happening too often, it's probably best that you leave. In the long term, it'll save you a massive headache and a lack of respect. The third one should be obvious, as you've all heard it before. It's when she says, "I don't need a man." As soon as a girl says this, guys, you know you're in trouble. At this point, she's fully submitted to ideology. The idea that women don't need men is extremely toxic and stupid. As soon as they bring that kind of energy into the relationship, you know there can't be a future there. The energy you're going to spend to try to change her mind might even backfire against you. For this reason, it's best that you just don't continue and let her become someone else's problem. Women need men, and men need women. This should be pretty self-explanatory. Even if we cut out all the extra stuff, we need each other to reproduce, otherwise there won't be any more humans. I don't need to expand any further than this. Until the day comes that they don't need us to reproduce, every girl that says this is an absolute liar. Even after that day comes, it could be argued that society is going to fall apart anyways, which means they're going to need us again. Avoid these women for a long-term relationship at all cost. That pretty much wraps it up for this video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get more videos like this. Also, don't forget to check out the Patreon for the extended version to get even more value. Comment below with any more video ideas you have. I'll see you guys next time.